So yesterday I arrived at my new boat from Poland and I met my new Polish sailing family, and this is the amazing expedition vessel that we have. 47 feet steel, 23 tons, ready to go to the Arctic. I'm really excited to learn so much on this vessel because I'm surrounded by really experienced people that have been sailing their whole life. So I can't wait to set sail, and actually today we're just gonna set sail to Madeira, which is a Portuguese island not really far from the Canaries. So that's gonna take about 3 days of sailing. I can't wait to get away from the world again and just be in the moment while on sea. The sailboat that I managed to hitchhike here was nothing I ever sailed before. Modern, steel, big, luxurious and greatly equipped. Basically a Ferrari of a sailboat. A vessel built for Arctic expeditions, with the captain and part of the crew who already did a northeast and northwest passage, as well as sailing to Antarctica with her. Wow, so many provisions. Okay. And this time, definitely not a bunch of young alternative hippies on board. Everything was new and exciting. New boat, new captain, new perspectives, and tons of new things to learn. I just learned a new tradition. We offered to Neptune some vodka, and basically you share it also between you and Neptune. Na zdrowie. To a safe passage. We started our long voyage with the destination Canada via Madeira and the Azores, with the tradition of gaining the favor of Neptune by sharing some vodka with him, followed by enjoying some beers. On all the other boats that I have sailed on yet, we had always a strict no alcohol under sail rule. But on the Lady Dana, alcohol was an important part of the sailing routine. The amount consumed was always under control, and with the extremely high experience levels of all the others on board, I could still feel very safe on board. The whole crew was Polish, except for me, and sadly all of them spoke hardly any English, except for the captain. He spoke English very well, and loved to tell me stories or teach me things. But the language barrier between me and the crew could get problematic and dangerous while communicating on sea. From the beginning, the crew was rather skeptical of me and my camera. While I tried to socialize with the crew with limited English or smiles, the conversation was always ended quickly by my Polish counterparts. Do you know that feeling when you're trying to start a conversation with people, but they're always cutting you off and they never try to socialize with you and rather stay in their cycle? Well, that is how I felt sometimes, and it was not a nice feeling. But I still had a kind captain who was talkative and hospitable. After all, there was at least one event where the crew showed their kindness towards me, with the food. Jurek was always cooking, and he cooked some really great culinary delights, always giving me an extra portion and being very happy while seeing me enjoying his food. So yesterday I made some potato salad, and now on the sea we made some burgers. I wish you could smell this right now. Incredible. Thank you so much, guys. We had a very calm start, sailing through the wind shadow of Tenerife. But suddenly, when we came around the edge of the island, there were very strong winds. We experienced a phenomenon called wind acceleration zone, an area where the wind gets channeled and multiplied because of the mountains on the island. Then, finally, we could really sail, and pretty soon they also trusted me with the wheel. waking up to another incredible breakfast. It looks and smells really good. So let me introduce you to the first captain's log of this journey with the captain of the Lady Dana 44.
Yes, my name is Ryszard Wojnowski.
Thank you for pronouncing that, because I would have no chance. To introduce you the best, maybe you can tell a little story that happened exactly today, 41 years ago.
41 years ago we were sailing with our friends. 2 of them are with me here. And we wanted to circumnavigate South America. From Europe down to Brazil, Argentina, and then around Cape Horn, up Chile, Peru, and through Panama Canal to Cuba. Cuba was important at the time because at the time we were a communist country, so it should have been some communists, inside. So we said, okay, we go for Cuba. And 41 years ago, what happens that at the time we had no GPS, no exact position, and very heavy storm came. So we were trying to avoid the coast. We were going side to the wind, and suddenly one big wave came and boat capsized. More or less like this, broken the mast.
Did it only go halfway and then up again, or all the way?
No, it went this way and then up. But without the mast. Yeah?
Okay.
But we managed to survive, and after 10 days we came to Puerto de Salado on spinnaker boom instead of the mast. But this method is used till now. I have seen some boats going around the world. When they break the mast, they put spinnaker boom.
And how did you fix it in the middle of spinnaker boom?
No, we just tied spinnaker boom to the remaining. It was maybe 1.5 meter remaining of the mast. So we just tied spinnaker boom vertically, put some ropes, and we put sails horizontally.
Okay.
It was taking 20 minutes to tackle. Nothing else.
Wow.
You have no choice. You have to find solution.
Yeah. Who was on deck or who was under deck when it happened?
I was on deck.
And were you clipped in with a harness, or?
I was clipped to 2 stays, but afterwards I noticed they were broken.
So you hold yourself?
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess never clip onto the stays.
No, but at least to the stays, but most important if you are lucky.
And so you were basically dragged underwater with the boat going this way?
Yes, I was holding myself on the steering column, and just went back like this, head down, back again.
And in the cabin, did someone get thrown against the ceiling, or?
Thrown, no, but it was big mess afterwards.
Wow.
And we know that it was more than 150 degrees because we had marks of jam on the ceiling.
Say it again?
We had marks of jam splashed on the ceiling.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that's a good indicator. Thank you for the story. After about 3 days on sea, we already arrived in the beautiful and new lands of Madeira. So we are about to reach Madeira, and now we need to change the Spanish territorial flag to the Portuguese one, because Madeira is Portuguese again. And now we're also gonna put a German crew flag on the left side of the mast, because yeah, if you have crew from other countries, you usually put the flag of their countries on there.